I think most people understand by now that there are dimensions beyond this one. I think all of us have heard of ghosts. We've all been intrigued with the subject of ghosts. Well, ghosts are something that live very close to us all the time, although they're simply beings living in a dimension that's very close to this one, but just slightly off phase, so we can't see it. Now, that said, there are people who are very sensitive and can actually see the beings that are surrounding us in the other dimensions. Now, one of the movies from the past that I think was, in its artistic portrayal, very clear in giving an example of what happens to our being after death in terms of whether we take the high road or the low road is a movie from the I think it was the 1990s, early 90s, called What Dreams May Come, starring Robin Williams. And it showed very graphically what happened when a person had not taken care of themselves in terms of their own emotional health and mental health and was living in darkness and a great deal of fear. And what happened to that, you can say soul, or I'd say more of an astral form, a portion of the personality after death that continues on if it is not resolved in its issues in that given lifetime. And it showed what happened to the beings who were unresolved, which was a really mucky, kind of hellish environment that they were living in, trapped in this. It wasn't an inferno, it was muck. Conversely, those people who had lived lives that were relatively unconflicted by the end of that lifetime and were living in a more positive realm of emotions and mental thought and so forth, were going to very extraordinary, lovely places. Well, that sounds very dreamy, and on a lot of levels it can sound even trite. It can sound judgmental, but the reality is, whether we like it or not, we're constantly interfacing with these other dimensions.